So, I know, right? It's that time again. We're back, and it's gonna be hard to explain this all at once. I'm not gonna go too crazy, but the long and the short of it is, this is the next project.
She found me another project.
Yep. More rat turds to dig through.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what's happening. Okay, people. So you may be a little confused. Let me rewind here a little. Hopefully you remember me from Coffee, Surf, and Sunshine. It was the vlog I started after we opened our coffee shop and wanted to share the videos about the progress of our little family-owned business. The vlog kind of ended up morphing into a series of shorts and soliloquies that revolved around my life in Hawaii, my family, and my job as a producer traveling around the world. So yeah, sure, I have ADD, and yeah, the vlog really went down the rabbit hole of just about everything under the sun, but people liked it though, right? Anyways, the very last post I made was in July of 2018, over a year ago, while on a work trip in Vancouver, Canada. We shot a live broadcast, and we went mountain biking. It was simple and fun. So, why did I just stop making videos without a trace? We're talking a screeching halt here. Well, in reality, at that time, a huge part of my world was just kind of crashing down. Let me rewind a little further. I hope you're sitting down. This might take a second to explain. In the summer of 2018, we packed up the family to leave Hawaii. Why, you may wonder, would you ever want to leave Hawaii? You had a perfect little family unit. You were living in paradise. You had a successful little business. And in between it all, you were traveling around the world for work. Living the dream, right? Yeah, sort of. There's a lot more to the story, and I'll try my best to simplify it. Hawaii was and is paradise. But we couldn't afford to live there. We couldn't afford to buy a house. And the truth is, my family needed us back in California. That spring, before we left Hawaii, we actually had to file a restraining order against our bipolar next-door neighbor for gun threats. Yes, that actually happened. And meanwhile, back in California, my mom was fighting for her life, battling cancer. It was bad. It was time for a change. We sold our food truck. We liquidated our coffee shop. We got rid of most of our crap, packed it all up, and moved back to Southern California to start a whole new life and leave it all behind. We found our new dream DIY project, a 1956 Spartan trailer. Bought it in NorCal, dragged it to SoCal, placed it in storage. We dragged it up a long and rather terrifying haul, placed it atop a peaceful mountain surrounded by nature and views. That also just happened to be my family's property for the last 25 years. Atop that magnificent mountain, Mark single-handedly moved the trailer into its little nook. He tore out the guts of the trailer, and over the course of several weeks, piece by piece, he took apart the inside. He cleaned. He scoured. He scrubbed. He pried apart. He pulled apart. He tweaked. He fixed. He hinged and unhinged. He fought live rodents. He fought dead rodents. He hauled. He moved. And in the end, Mark had created a blank canvas for what would be our future tiny dream home. The plan was to live with less. Live with intention, enjoy nature more, work less, surf more, bike more, to spend more time on the land and less on devices, to spend time with family and friends, and of course, to spend time with Mom while she was still around. That was the plan. Okay, rewind to the last post I almost ever made in July of 2018. Mark was cranking away on the Spartan. The kid was just being a regular 7-year-old, trying to adjust to his new life, and I was hopping around working. I went to Huntington Beach for the U.S. Open of Surfing that August, and 7 days later, my mom died. Just a week after, we had the best funeral my mom could have ever wished for. The Woolsey fires kicked up in Southern California. We were evacuated on November 9th, 2018. there's the fire. Crazy. A few days later, we got news. The Woolsey Fire of Southern California destroyed over 1,400 structures, and ours was one of them. Our family home of 25 years, the house my mom died in, burned to the ground. Yup, that happened. So, after a solid couple weeks of kicking rocks, couch surfing, and wondering what the hell to do with our lives, I convinced Mark that mountain living could be our next chapter. And somehow he agreed to move to Mammoth Lakes. Little did we know that we were in for nearly a record year of snowfall, but it was an adventure. So here we are. This is the next chapter. Exactly 1 year and 1 day after my mom's passing, this little gem actualized in our lives. Some might call it a turd, but we see the potential. Mom always told me to find a piece of dirt, buy a property, own the land, build yourself a home, and pass it on to your kids. That was her plan. And sometimes the universe has a different idea for how plans pan out, and maybe that plan wasn't supposed to turn out how we expected. And for now, we're just going to take it all in stride, one day at a time.